Hey, welcome to my channel, Plot of Wonder. This is my first video. I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I'm starting this channel um, by just helping parents and teachers navigate the future of AI in education. Yeah, I don't think it gets talked about enough in this space, and so I'm hoping to bring attention to that faster than it normally does within our system. Okay, so with that, what got me thinking, like, have you ever wondered what um, kind of world our children are going to inherit with AI shaping everything, eventually their schools? Well, I'm Lauren, and as a parent and teacher, I've seen firsthand how that's being played out um, at schools. And it's different depending on where your child goes. I don't think we have to fear AI. We just got to start understanding it better. I'm a parent of three boys. I have two in high school and one in college. And, as far as I know, they haven't used it very much besides what I've shown them. Um, my two in high school, they actually aren't allowed to use it. We're in Texas, so uh, they're not even allowed to have their phones out at schools. So using any kind of app is out of the question. It's very restricted on what they can download. And as a teacher, I see both the promises and the problems that it can bring. Um, it can bring out some creativity within some kids that may not have may not have been fully confident in doing themselves beforehand. Um, and of course we have the problems of cheating and just screen fatigue, some of the usual topics that are brought up when using technology. I think that parents and teachers, we're left out of the conversation very often, and we can be some of the ones most affected by it um, because we are the ones shaping our future generation. And we got to get ahead of the changing world. And most of us know, AI is already in our schools. Um, they have adaptive learning tools. A lot of our grading software is starting to implement it, as well as you can do a lot of creative projects. Um, but again, I think that most of us don't know how our kids are using it or if they're getting to use it at all. Um, and that's where the big gap is too with teachers. Like teachers, some of them embrace using it into their classroom and others ban it. Um, they ban it, because of the challenges a lot of the time. Same reason, like phones, distraction, phones, so that's a different subject. But like cheating and plagiarizing is usually number one, coming up with education and AI. Brain rot, that they're not truly learning. You're not getting that synthesized um, experience. And so it's like well, if we just won't use it, they'll eventually learn if they want to, is how I see like some of them thinking, which should be a really big concern because the future of their job market is uncertain, as for us and for them. A lot of our middle school kids and up, they're experiencing this transition with us, um, in a time in their life where they can understand it and are worried about their future too. You know, but as long as we keep bringing them opportunities on how to use it, with personalized learning, and that of course is going to be heavily in school districts. And you also have, all the creative outlets. Um, like I mentioned before, you have Adobe Express, as well as some others that, I guess, your writing tools. You have your Grammarly, Perplexity, Claude, um, just depending on what your school implements. And they can also search and save parameters with school AI, which I think every school should have. No sponsorship. I've just looked into it and think it's really cool. Okay, with our students learning these future ready skills, they are going to be prepared for the marketplace. They don't have to have that fear, and we don't need to instill that fear into them. Instead, prepare them and prepare ourselves for what's coming. AI isn't going to replace us, as teachers, or get the upper hand over you as a parent, but it is going to reshape our roles, and we are going to be ready for it. And that's exactly why I'm starting this channel, to keep these conversations going at least weekly, if not more. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and let's get this channel growing, and hopefully be able to provide you more tools, um, and give you lots of insight to what your children are experiencing with AI in their education. Okay, and I do hope to share more future focused strategies, um, for electives. I'm just going to go into like how you can use them within your classrooms, which also a lot of times feed into how they can be used in your own life as well. So don't walk this AI journey alone as a teacher or parent. Subscribe today. Okay, and follow me as we, um, juggle all of this together. Okay, I do have a newsletter that I send out to emails, so you can sign up for that as well down in the description. Um, it will get you 10 top tools that kids should know right now or start using right now. Most of it is geared towards school and how they can use it in school. It gives you, a tip and how to input it into, um, the different AI softwares. Okay, there's an extended version of that, um, that you can get also in the description. The Parents AI Survival Guide. Okay, this is, 45 pages, I think. Uh, so it gives you a great overview. It breaks it down into age groups, um, gets more detailed on the different apps and how to input your prompts. At the very end, I give you a prompt challenge, um, overview and worksheet. So it shows you, all the ingredients that goes into making a strong prompt. Um, you can do it on your own. You can do it with your family, as exercises together, or small little projects when your kids say, "I'm bored." I appreciate y'all sticking around through my first video, and stay tuned for the next video about why schools are so divided with using AI in education. Have a nice day, y'all.